How you doing today?
Great. How are you, Adam?
Good, thanks. Your touchdown the other night was on a free play, as you know, and Pat seems to have a real knack for that. What's your advice to him in those situations? And Brad, I'll have a quick follow-up too.
Yeah, well, first off, Pat's been doing a great job with the cadence all season long, being able to get those guys to jump off sides and get free plays. I think that's a testament to just the guys trusting him to continue just to play fast through once the ball snapped, keep on playing. Then Pat giving those guys an opportunity. I think there's, a time and a place for getting the ball out downfield and then taking what they give you and getting an easy completion or a quick 5 yards.
Yeah, that seems to be a thing that you associate with veteran quarterbacks. You need to have maybe more. You think of guys with more experience than Pat. So where does that come from? Like, how did he pick that up? What did you guys teach him in that regard? And can you speak to the difficulty of it as a quarterback yourself?
Yeah, I think it's having control of the cadence, when to use it, how to use it. It's also just a feel out there in the game of, how are these DNs rushing? Are they pinning their ears back? Are they jumping? It's communication between the quarterback and the O-line on hard counts and those type of things. So, I'd say I'd credit the guys on that one. Just, they're being on the same page. And then, everyone on offense trusting that, hey, balls snap, let's go, get into our routes, let's get and work downfield and continue to get open.
Let's go next to Eb Samuel. Go ahead, Eb.
Hey, Coach Mike, kind of curious about Patrick. And just one of the things that's kind of distinguished him early in his career is his ability to make almost any throw from any platform, no matter what position his legs are in or how they are. Is that something that you can coach or that you have coached in him, or is that just an innate ability? And how special is that ability? How often do you see that?
Yeah, it's rare. And that was one of the things that, he really came with, coming from college, high school, playing multiple sports. He really came with a lot of that talent and skill from his arm angles and all that. So, I think Pat's gotten better and more confident with it as the seasons and years have gone on. But, that's Pat being Pat. That's who he is.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Mike, working as closely as you do with Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy, we're getting to that part of the year where we're going to start to hear about the head coaching stuff, and Eric doesn't want to talk about it. So as you work together with him, why do you think that he may make a really good coach in this league?
Yeah, EB's done a great job of, putting our stuff together as far from an offensive staff, bringing us along. He sets the tempo for the offense, right? So I think that alone and the success we've had with him and Coach leading it should tell you right there.
Thanks.
Eb, I think you had a follow-up. Go ahead, Eb. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No problem. Yeah, the other question I was really curious is, again, it's hard, I think, for us to remember sometimes. He's only in his third year as a starter, but first year as a starter MVP, second year as winning the Super Bowl. What is it about him, or what have you noticed in him that's kind of allowed him to have this very quick ascendancy when guys like Peyton and Brady took a while to get to those accomplishments?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things about the offense is, and when I got here in 2017, was how much freedom they give the quarterback to make adjustments at the line of scrimmage, whether it's pass to run to pass to pass, run to run, adjustments with routes, protections, and so we give the keys to the car to the quarterback to allow him to do those things. And Pat's been able to slowly each year gotten better at anticipating and understanding what he can get away with, what he needs, how he can get his job done more effectively. And so we just keep on feeding him more information, and then he's able to kind of absorb all that stuff and apply it to who he is as a player.
I have a fun question for you. Given the level of efficiency in this particular category, are you almost happy when teams blitz, Patrick?
That's a good question. I think, sure, when we can get it protected, it's nice. But no, Pat's done a great job. Our O-lines has done a great job of, being able to stay firm, backs included, tight ends. It's an 11-man operation. So I think, we put a lot of time into it as a staff, as a position group, and as an offense of making sure we can handle the pressures. obviously teams throw wrinkles at you, and that's what good defenses do. So being able to adjust quickly and use some tools and rules that we have in the offense to get the ball out quickly.
We'll go last to Matt McMullen. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach. My question was about the blitz as well, actually. Patrick's numbers are crazy against the blitz, like 9 yards an attempt, 14 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's still a young player, as accomplished as he is. How rare is that for a young player to be so comfortable against the blitz?
Yeah, I think Pat's done a great job. He studies like crazy on all the pressures. He'll review every single one that they've run in the season, go back multiple years, and then he has great recall. He's able to remember certain looks, and then you tie that in with a good feel in game, and he's kind of able to pick up little indicators on body language and tilts of safeties and stuff like that. So you kind of tie that all together. Pat brings the structure from what we talk about in the quarterback room, and then brings it out to the field, and it becomes an effective thing for the offense.